Up first this evening, the opposition spokesman on education, Ronald Thwaites, is demanding the government compensate parents who bought the wrong textbooks for children who may be sitting exams under the Primary Exit Profile PEP this academic year.
Mr. Thwaites says the government must take full responsibility for the confusion which emerged after parents started to ask for refunds for books they bought but were told after that would be useless for PEP. TVJ Shamela Pullen reports.
For the past few weeks, there have been numerous questions from parents and teachers about the Primary Exit Profile exam. Some parents got upset with booksellers and even demanded compensation after they were told the GSAT books they purchased were not relevant to the PEP exams. The Education Minister, Ruel Reid, however, says the books can still be used because the change from GSAT to PEP affects how exam questions are asked and not the material to be studied. But at a media briefing on Monday, opposition spokesman on education, Ronald Thwaites, says the government should be held responsible for the confusion.
That where parents, straitened economically, have had to buy books which it turns out are not going to be used or are not the best books, that they should be compensated by the state who has caused them this confusion. Not the principals, not the schools, not the booksellers, but the state.
Mr. Thwaites says the confusion shows the government is not adequately prepared for PEP.
How do you reconcile this? Here it is that the Gleaner reports that the Minister of Education says, don't worry about books. Education Ministry officials says GSAT texts can still be used to prepare for PEP. And then Loop News says schools were instructed to tell parents not to buy GSAT books. And the confusion continues up to today.
The former education minister says while the PNP supports the PEP exam, if the concerns are not addressed, PEP is bound to fail.
The results of the model test that was given a few months ago need to be released now. The early indications are that it is showing a lack of preparation of teachers, about which Mrs. Foster Allen will speak later, and also of students and parents. PEP is a dramatic change in the way that we evaluate students' capacity and achievement. It cannot be achieved when we are still confused as to the material needed for students.
Chairman of the Education Committee in the PNP, Elaine Foster Allen, says teachers play a critical role in this transition. She recommends that more training be given to teach the curriculum.
The research tells us that the support and development that is done at the classroom level is more effective than any mass training of teachers. So when we were in administration, we had, for example, the math coaches. So you had one teacher who would work with a few schools, helping the teachers in their classrooms to understand the concepts and to teach the concepts.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.